So to continue with the project, the next step is to link all the resources and libraries that we'll need to the implementation of the CE view. So first of all, let's refer to a folder that I create where all the images that we will need and the complete knowledge base that they stand there. So what we need to do is to go at new Qt resource file. I'm going to call it new resources. Next, finish. I'm going to add the prefix, and after that, what we need to do is to check all the items that we need. Ooh. Add files. Touch all of them. And run it to see if it's working. Okay, so then we need to create, and we had created the queue. Here is the widget. We need to ensure though any operation that we did, it needs to be ensured that it's still working. So it's a better way to avoid unexpected behaviors and spend a long time debugging. So whatever. So we have all the resources attached. Here they are. Doing so, now I would like to append the inference kernel library and the prod compiler that the inference kernel needs to work correctly, and to continue with the implementation of the constructor, because we're going to implement a part of the constructor and of the CE view. So in the project file we need to add this. So we go to the project file. We actually did that in the past, and we just need to copy and paste the libs. So libs is referring to the address of the library output, and include all the headers file, and for both the inference kernel and the prod compiler. So let's just build. And after doing that, we need to be able to include our headers. So I'm going to include the Qt headers. It's in the Qt widget. I'm going to explain each of them at the precise moment. And the last one include feedback. Great, and the local widgets we had attached. Great. Widget. And then the inference header, that's the only one that we're going to refer. Include Spirit to see if everything is linked together. Wait, so the next step is then it's possible to move to the constructor implementation. Then we need to change the arguments of the constructor to accept that inference kernel. So if we go to the, we should add kernel pointing, doesn't matter, Q, and that's it. Go to the CPP. And now let's initialize the members by the initialization list. By default, we need to set up the UI. Have the CE view as a parent. Now I would like to test the display on the CI. To do so, we need to go to the main and some sequences. Ooh, I know this. Screw up this. Bye. So we go to the main.cpp, include all the files that we will need. I think that we will need all of them, but it's better to make sure that they are there. Syntax, work, space. So then we were able to code of the same sequence that we had made in previous videos. I'm going to ensure that the push file was correctly pushed. Dot push file. Well, the critical message box is an static object, which means that we don't require any instance of QMessageBox, and it shows a message of it. If, for example, I change the name of the file to incorrect one, then the message will be displayed. Appearance. Do. We're going to do the same, but in this case for the compilation. Compile. Copy and paste. I just changed the strings and this one. If we pass all, we're able to show the view. Let's put the inference kernel. Okay. Let's run it. And it work. Okay. So then we are able to test whether or not the application is running correctly. So for example, if I change this address to an incorrect one, it's going to throw a message like this one. Just a test, a quick test. Then we were able to return to our constructor, and the next function in the constructor is how to set up the Windows icon. So we might call set Windows icon, the icon referred to an no absolute address. Let's run it to check if it's working. It's important to mention that every QA function is displayed. Ooh, it's not working. Sources. That's the reason. It's important to mention that every Q function is displayed in the documentation by pressing F1. So you can see that this is the logo of our application. We change it, and if we want to see all the parameters and functionality of a certain method or any class, we can press F1 and set the Windows icon. This probably holds the widgets icon. This probably only makes sense for Windows, whatever. So our next function is to set the title of the window. Set Windows pylon. We're going to call it next. Now the next step is to reset the workspace and clean the set. So it's inference, kernel, and reset workspace and topic conclusion. Next step is to fix the size of the application. To do so, I will create two macros and call the set fix size function. So we define the width to be 375, update to be 600. Now a set fix size function, and the first parameter is first app width. The second one is app height. Now we're going to initialize our child objects. The child and the page, and to create dynamically to be a QState widget. This is the parent. We are referring the child with the parent, and it's back root on equal to the new pure push root on equal that pure push root on is then next root on to equal to the next pure push button. And now we're going to set the fixed size for the buttons by also defining a macro and pass the pass it to the QSize object. A constructor is a constructor. So we define a new macro called button size 100. I think that you might expect to initialize these components, but I think that is back button is set icon size. This size. The only thing that we're going to change is instead of saying back, it's going to be ask. And next. So you were expecting the initializing those components will be displayed in the widget, aren't you? So that's not correct, because first we need to align them to the layout, so you cannot see any button. So okay, the final concept is a layout, and layout is an abstraction of different classes that have the purpose of lining up child widgets to be displayed correctly. We can align widgets horizontally, vertically, in grid, and so on. There are a few of them. So the first thing that we need to do is to create an object QHBox layout and add the widgets that we want to align horizontally. QHBox layout. Is it button slide out? Go to new QHBox layout. Button slide out. Add widget. Back. Button. where are in all the buttons that we have, the three of them. Widget is X-Button. And this will be the next one. Then the horizontal layout will be we place the objects from the left to the right in the single line. You're going to see it in the next seconds, the next minutes. So now we need to grab this layout with another one to add the page widget. This will be the vertical layout. So we add the widgets by its pointer. We're going to do that, add some space between this widget and the next one. That will be the group of widgets in the buttons layout. Okay, so in spaces, we're going to add the widget. Let's add widget, spaces, out. Space. It's an integer that we're going to put 5 and page layout. Yes. Great. So for now, if we run the application, you can see that some buttons there are some buttons in the bottom, but they don't have any functionality. Ooh. It didn't work. Oh no. Okay, it has the correct size. I think there's a problem with the buttons. I forget to do this. Is set layout. It said if now the application doesn't have any idea what we are adding. I think that that was the problem. Here we have to have 3 buttons without functionality. They are in the bottom, and that's it.